Real horrific moment at Herbert Morrison Technical High School as security guard is stabbed in a fight with a woman over her dress code. Hi again and welcome. This is Links 007 TV Let's Talk, and we're about to discuss this on the program. If it's the first time you're watching, please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Click that notification bell and click on all so you're always updated with our latest report. We'll be right back after this short break. Welcome back and thanks for joining us. This is Links 007 TV Let's Talk. This is the place where we discuss issues of national importance, global importance, or the situation that are buzzing in the news. So what I want to talk about today on the program is a real dramatic video that I saw circulating on social media. And the incident is said to have took place at the Herbert Morrison Technical High School over there in Montego Bay, St. James. So it is stated in the clip that a security guard at the Herbert Morrison Technical High School in St. James was stabbed multiple times on Friday by a female who actually tried to gain entry to the compound. However, she was actually barred from entering the compound because of her dress code, which is a violation, says the principal, Paul Adam. The incident was captured in an amateur video, which is said to be 30 seconds long, and I've watched the video itself, and I can tell you that the scenes in the video, they are so dramatic that I don't even believe that I'm going to be able to actually show you the actual clip. I will have to blur out certain section of the clip itself in order for the sensitivity and also the nature of what is involved in the actual clip itself. However, in the clip, an individual who is said to be a security guard allegedly of that educational institution is seen in the company of two females. However, it seems as if they are having a physical altercation in which a knife is brought into play. During the fracas, a knife is used to inflict several wounds to the individual who is said to be the security guard before an individual who seemed to be a teacher actually intervened in the whole entire situation. We're not sure whether this is actually the full clip itself or whether or not this is actually a part of an extended clip. However, I can tell you that the scenes that I've been able to capture so far from the actual footage, the 30-second footage that I've watched, is very sad and it's very unfortunate to see what transpired here. This individual could have lost his life based on how the female was actually manipulating the knife itself towards the security guard, and it just goes to show you the moral breakdown in our society. Up to the publication of this report, it's still unclear whether the matter was reported to the police or how the severity of the injuries of the security guard, whether they are life threatening or whether or not he is actually being treated for the stab wounds received in the actual incident that took place at the gate of that educational institution. But when we look generally in our society, these are some of the moral breakdown in our society that we have discussed over and over on this program. It's like people can't abide to certain rules and regulation, and they believe that rules are to be broken, and when rules are in place, these are what actually happen because people don't want to abide by certain rules. They believe that these regulations should not be upheld, and when one try to enforce these regulations, it seems as if you're violating them. No matter how calm stance you took within the situation itself, it always seems as if you are the aggressor. And now look what transpired at this educational institution. This individual could have lost his life. When I watched the clip, I can tell I was in fear of the individual life itself, who is said to be a security guard of that educational institution. I've read a number of comments and I'm going to be sharing some of those with you. However, I'm going to bring you over to the clip right now, which I can tell you is very sensitive, so I'm going to have to blur out major section of the clip itself in order to protect the identity of those involved, and also for those viewers out there who are very sensitive to materials such as this, and also for the YouTube guidelines as well, because certain things can't be published as is, as you know how the regulation go with YouTube. But what happened in this video is a very sad and unfortunate situation, and it just goes to show you this level of understanding and this level of moral capacity that is lacking in our country, and not only in our country but the world itself. People can't seem to talk out issues. They can't seem to discuss matters in an amicable way. It has to come to something that is physical, and most of the time it always leaves with one party becoming hurt, or sometimes even one party becoming deceased based on things that could have been dealt with in a different way.
Wait there. Wait there. Wait there. Wait, why nobody now? No, get tab enough. That tab get? You mean? Get tab. Yo, get tab. Get the knife, man. Man, get tab. Yo, man, get tab. We can't go in there. Mr. Knife. Man, get tab. I'm not going there.
So that was actually the 30-second clip of what took place at the Herbert Morrison Technical High School. As I can tell you that the scenes were very dramatic, and I could not have showed the actual video itself based on the sensitivity of the video itself, as I said before, and based on what transpired in the video. So I am about now to share some comments with you of what people had to say about the whole entire situation that they would have watched in the actual video itself, and what are their comments about what transpired. So let's go over to those comments now. So the first comment is from Lover Girl, and she stated, "Jaja, lock up and charge." Another comment another social media user wrote, "Romario Jesus' son. Reminds me of the day a man came to my workplace, a private medical facility that still requires you to wear a mask upon entry, and refused to wear the mask. I explained to him the rules. He went on to say rules are for idiot and offered me a stab." So that was what one individual wrote as well. So let's see if we can get some more comments up on screen now. Kevin Stanford wrote, "This shows you what would have happened if they entered the school compound." So that was what one individual stated as well. So let us see if we can get some other comments up on screen for you now. Another social media user wrote, "Susie Moore Spice, prison won't miss her." So these were just some of the comments that people had to say about what transpired in that video. But all I can tell you that what happened here is very sad, and it's very unfortunate to see what transpired in this video clip. And the individuals that were around, you could just heard it in their voice. They were actually scared to intervene based on the fact that the female had a knife in her hand, and no one would want to intervene in a situation such as that, because you're in fear of your own life, you're in fear of your own safety as well, because you could intervene and then you yourself end up get hurt depending on the severity of the situation. But all I can say that I wish the security guard a speedy recovery, and these parents that are going to these schools, they need to abide by the rules, just like how the students as well. They need to also adhere to the rules and regulations of the school, because these are the same individuals that are going to go out there in the working world, and rules are there in the working world, it's in society, and these are the same people that they have not applied themselves to the fact that they can simply obey a simple school rule. So when they go out there now into the working world, it seems as if they are imprisoned based on the fact that they have not conditioned themselves in order to abide by rules and regulation. Rules and regulations are out there in society. No matter where you go, you'll have to abide by rules and regulation. And this is just a simple rule based on a dress code within the school itself. In order for the code to be upheld within the school, certain things just have to be in place for educational institution to continue on that mandate of educating our nation children. So when we look on what transpired in this school, it's a very, very sad situation, and I have to implore how sad this is, Because what if this individual now would have gone over to that school compound and had an argument with a student based on the fact how he attacked the security guard? This could have been a student, this could have been a staff member, this could have been a teacher of this educational institution, and this female is actually traveling with a knife into a school. So I believe that this school, along with many others across the country, need to put some more measure of security at the gates of this educational institution, whether metal detectors, handheld, or walk-through metal detectors, in order to protect the student and also to protect staff members who work at these educational institutions. This is where I believe that I'm going to leave this report though. Thanks for watching. This has been Links 007 TV. Let's talk. Peace out and have a blessed and productive afternoon.